Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the Switchback sequential full LED projector headlights with matte black housings and clear lenses, fitting 2010 to 2018 Ram 2500s with the factory halogen headlights. If you're looking for an affordable way to get a fully LED lighting upgrade to your Ram's headlights, then you can hit the brakes right here. These are going to make a great visual statement and bring vastly improved lighting to the table, all while maintaining a more budget-friendly price tag, especially as compared to others in the category. Heavy-duty Rams are often hefty, hard-working trucks, and let's face it, the factory halogen headlights don't work quite as hard as the trucks do. They leave quite a bit to be desired. So if you're gonna upgrade, it's worthwhile to make sure you get something that looks good and throws out a lot more light too. Enter these headlights. Though they look similar to the newer LED headlights that you can option on Rams such as the TRX, they certainly make a big difference to the front end of your truck. Now, the matte black internal housings make for a cool, stealthy appearance, but there's a lot more to these than just the visuals. Inside, you get 3 ice cube style LED projectors that function as your main beams. Since those are all LEDs, they're gonna be super bright and they're gonna throw out a much cleaner, longer beam pattern than your factory halogens. These are gonna produce over 1,000 lumens of light, so safe to say they're gonna be able to light up the road or trail pretty well no matter what the conditions might be. Now outside of that, you also get LED strips on the top and on the bottom of the headlight housings, and those are gonna function as your daytime running lights. They're gonna light up white for the daytime running lights, but they're also gonna transition down on the bottom especially to be your turn signals, and they'll light up the requisite amber. And there's also another fun trick here. Now you can all judge me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If you're a fan of the show Knight Rider, you'll probably think of this as well, because these offer what they call a breathing effect. So when you start the truck up, all the LEDs sweep back and forth. Kind of reminds me of KITT from that show. It's a neat thing to see. It's something we're seeing a lot more often on aftermarket lights, but it's cool to have it included here, especially on a truck that's not gonna necessarily have that type of thing from the factory, so it helps set your truck apart from others. Now these are also DOT and SAE compliant, making them fully street legal. So you get some cool style, a vastly improved overall lighting output, and a pretty decent price to boot. Construction here is going to be pretty much the standard. You got polypropylene for the housings on the back with UV coated polycarbonate for the lenses over top. Now everything of course is sealed up here to protect against weather, dirt, and moisture, so it's going to keep the electronics inside nice and safe, so these should look good for a while to come. Now since all of your lighting functions here are taken care of by LEDs, there's no need to worry about replacing bulbs either, so these should be a pretty worry-free setup for you. And because they're DOT and SAE approved, that means they've got integrated adjusters, so it makes them easy to aim properly. And we'll talk more about this when we get to the install portion, but everything comes pre-wired and ready to go for you. You've even got the necessary resistors already wired in, so these are going to be pretty much a plug-and-play setup. First though, let's touch on the price. These are gonna run you about $950, so they are on the more affordable side when it comes to fully LED setups for this gen of Ram. It is quite a bit of money, but if you want all of that improved lighting and the lifespan in a really nice setup, this is gonna be a great solution for you. Installation is going to get a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter and should take you about an hour to complete the job. Now these are pretty much plug and play, which is really nice to see. You just got to plug in these 2 connectors right here, and these are going to pop right in place of your factory headlights. Not much more that we can say about it here at the table, so with that, why don't we head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the process.
For this install, you will need a ratchet, 10mm socket, and a clip removal tool. What's up guys, today we're going to be doing some headlights on our Ram, but before we get started, we're going to send you to watch a short video on how to remove your factory headlights, and we'll see you when you get back.
So our first step is to remove all of the push clips that are holding in our upper radiator cover. So I've got a clip remover tool to pop these out. So now we can start from the edge and work our way across, popping out our clips. And then with all of our clips removed, that'll expose these 4 bolts that hold in the top of our grill. So we'll grab a 10mm socket to pop these out. And now with the 4 bolts removed off the top of our grill, we can pull straight back to remove it. Now with our grill removed, we can remove these 2 10mm bolts that hold in the inside of our headlight. So we'll grab a 10mm socket and get these out. So next we can come down into our fender liner. We have this little access door here that we're gonna pop open. Now inside towards the fender, there's gonna be a white clip that we're gonna have to push up on. It's gonna be really hard to see from this angle, but I'll show you from the front once we get our headlight out. So we'll just reach in there, push up on that tab, and that'll free our headlight. And now once we release our tab, we have one more silver 10mm bolt here that we need to remove. So I'll grab that 10mm socket to get that out. So now with all of our bolts removed and our tab released, we can pull back on the headlight to remove it. And then we'll just disconnect our electrical harnesses. Pull back on our red tab, and then push in on our black to remove that. And then over here, pull out on the white, push in on the black to remove that. And now this is that white tab we were showing you. This is the open position where you can slide this little notch in there. And then when you pull it down, it locks that into place. So now once we have this headlight removed, we can do the same thing on the other side.
Alrighty guys, welcome back. Now that we've shown you how to remove your factory setup, we are going to need to transfer a bulb socket over to our new light. So what we're going to do is grab onto this guy here, give it a quarter turn counterclockwise to unseat it. We're going to pull it out and we're going to remove this bulb. Now if you plan on saving this bulb, you definitely want to wear gloves or a rag or something to grab the bulb because the oils on your skin can cause hot spots and premature failure. Not really worried about ours, so we'll go ahead and pop it out just like that. Then what we're going to do is find this plug here on our new light setup. Go ahead and plug that right in. We'll go ahead and tuck these wires in like so. And we will get this seated. And then we'll give that a quarter turn clockwise to lock that into place. And then you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other headlight and we're ready to go onto the truck. So now we can go ahead and plug our connectors in. So we'll grab this one that came out of that factory socket, plug that in just as it came out. And we'll go ahead and lock down that safety tab there for that one. We'll grab this other socket here, get that plugged into our main connector right here. Sure that goes all the way in, snaps in, and we can go ahead and lock our safety tab. Now you do have a small ballast here, and you can stick that on the back of your headlight or somewhere up in here. That's kind of up to you. For demonstration purposes, we're going to leave ours just kind of tucked in back here behind our headlight. It's perfectly fine that way. It's not going to affect anything. So we'll go ahead now, get our wiring situated, everything out of the way. We'll go ahead and set our headlight into place. Remember to line up your locator tabs at the back of your headlight. Get those in. And we'll go ahead and reinstall our hardware, starting with our longer 10mm bolt for the bottom mount here. Get that lined up, get started. And our shorter black one here up top. Now we'll go ahead and grab our 10mm socket on our ratchet and tighten these down. And we can come to the back and lock in that rear mounting tab. Now we can go ahead and reach back in through that trap door in your wheel well. Go ahead, lock that tab back into place. Make sure that's nice and secure. Close your trap door back up. And then once you have this done for this side, you can go ahead and repeat these same steps for your other headlight. So once you have both of your headlights installed, it's time to go ahead and reattach your grille. We'll go ahead and line this bottom portion up. And make sure you pull your little fabric covers here over your mounting tabs on your grille. Go ahead and line those back up. Give the bottom a little push. Then we can go ahead and start reattaching our hardware, which are those 4 10mm bolts. Again, we're only reattaching 3. We do have a broken tab on our grille. get our last one in here. And we're gonna grab our 10mm socket on our ratchet and tighten these down. Then once this is done, we can go ahead and grab our upper fabric cover and reattach that. So now we can go ahead and reattach our little cover here. I like to start with these upper 2 tabs and get those in place and just push right back in. Come out to our side ones here and just work our way across. Make sure those are all in. That'll do it. Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our switchback sequential full LED projector headlights with matte black housings and clear lenses for your 10 to 18 Ram 2500 with factory halogen headlights. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Ram, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.